while I was still in the program, at some point I was on vacation in Switzerland and I watched The Mentalist. I was being lazy. And there was hypnosis in it.
Yeah.
And that's where I started. While I was still actually at the center, I Googled it. I was like, what's hypnosis? What you can do with it? It sounds so amazing. And I started to experiment with self-hypnosis. And then when I came back, I was like, let's go for a course. Let's just do 2 days and see how it is. And I was hooked already. I was like, once I was at the course, and I was like, my arm was like moving without me having to do any conscious effort. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool.
It works. It's amazing.
Yeah, and so that's when I started to take more courses, travel more around the world. Because I started as soon as I got a little bit of experience, I started right away opening my office, seeing people, charging them already, and just going out and doing it, and then going to London, to Hamburg, to Thailand, to try to learn from the best and become the best in what I do, study a lot of the material. Really, when someone asked me, well, what do you do for a hobby? I didn't know it was studying hypnosis, because I was so fascinated by it, so that's all I did. And it didn't feel wrong, like there's something missing in my life. I was just like, this is it, I really want to do that.
So you found your passion, your hobby, your passion at the same time, and your curiosity.
Yeah.
You could embrace all parts of your life and yourself and your curiosity into one thing, that was hypnosis.
Yeah.
And what happened after that?
So I made a head decision. I thought, well, it would be good if I studied some psychology, give more credibility. So I did about 1.5 years at the University of Zurich, and it just didn't feel right. So I stopped that, and I decided I'm going to focus just on my business, because I thought in my head what I was doing is, well, if the business doesn't work out, you still have a degree. If the degree doesn't work out, you still have a business. So playing it safe, kidding really myself to a point that was not useful.
Right.
And so I said, stop, this is not what you want. Your heart isn't in psychology, it's not in the way it's taught, it's more like school again that I didn't really like.
I see.
There was not much depth in it, in my opinion.
Because it was traditional psychological course, right? It wasn't much what you were going into, which is really getting into the person and understanding.
Yeah. And also, it's the traditional way of teaching. Someone's in the front, they're speaking, and then you have to please that person by being able to regurgitate what they have told you as accurately as possible.
I see. Education, traditional education.
Yeah, and so for me it wasn't a learning process of actually really trying to understand it, but of actually just wanting to pass the tests, which is fine, I can do that, but there's no joy in it at all.
There's no meaning in it.
Yeah.
It's interesting you said credibility, and you were looking for credibility in psychology, so you can actually write on paper that I'm a hypnotist.
And a psychologist.
And a psychologist.
Yeah.
And that looks good on your paper.
Exactly.
But in fact, you would have wasted your time doing that.
Yes.
And you would have turned out to be a worse hypnotherapist or hypnotist than you actually are today, by not going into the traditional education system, which is really an important point to, I think, notice for a lot of our viewers, because I feel like a lot of people in our 20s, we have this thought or belief that people will only look at us seriously if we have some kind of degree and some kind of credibility. But for what I believe, and what I think you believe as well, is that, no, go with your passion, go deep into that, meet the best people you can in the world who are into that field, and you don't need a degree for other credible issues of credibility.
Yeah.
Right?
Ultimately, it's just about following your heart. If my heart was like, do the psychology, well, do it, There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but for me, it was just the head doing it because of some certain reasons. It wasn't coming from my heart. The hypnosis and doing this kind of things, that was coming from the heart.